Hey everyone, I'm Darryn Lombard and I'm the director of Courier.
And I'm Wrangler Stenberg and I am the cinematographer.
Please enjoy our crew commentary for our short film. Okay, so here's the lowdown. We're going to watch through the video, and every time we see something that we just have comments about, or that we remember from the day of shooting, or just as like a fun fact or behind the scenes fun fact, we're gonna pause it and we're gonna explain it a little bit. So here we go. Okay, let's pause it.
Oh.
So, first off, those footsteps were, number one, really loud. And we filmed those footsteps at a completely different location in an alley by the studio apartment that we used to live in. And it was really windy that day, so we actually had to take gravel from the alley next to our house and then bring it inside our kitchen. And so I just put a bunch of gravel in our kitchen and then started like rolling on it. And my wife was like, you are way overthinking this. And yet it sounds really good, but it's way too loud. I was super proud of my Foley art.
Oh, yeah. Just going over the top. I love it. That is amazing.
All right, 2 seconds in, we made it really far away.
We made it 8 seconds. We got mom boss.
All right, let's pause it here too.
All right.
Okay, so do you want to tell them about what we did that night?
Oh, I don't even remember half of the stuff we did. We just did so much. We started filming at your old house, and it took us, it seemed like 10 years to set up the lighting, and we had to, basically the gist of it is take out all of his furniture and put it just outside, look like a garage sale, and then move everything inside and get a bunch of lamps and poster boards reflecting, and cords were everywhere, and plants. It was like a home renovation kind of thing.
So in the house that me and my wife used to live in, it was super tiny apartment. They said it was a 1-bedroom, but it's actually technically a studio, and we had so much stuff. So we didn't have anywhere to put anything, and we had to like redress the set. And so just like you said, we took all of our furniture, everything from inside of our house, and we just put it on the sidewalk. And then but the poster board I forgot about. We had a glass door, and we couldn't let any light come in from outside because otherwise it would look like just a completely different location. So we took black poster board and like scotch taped it.
It was scotch tape. It was a disaster. Let's just say it was very DIY.
It was very
absolutely
DIY. To be honest, like one thing I would absolutely change about this is I wish we had another microphone.
For sure.
But because what we did was we took somebody, one of our crew members, I was just like, can I just borrow your phone? And I just put their phone on a backpack underneath the desk that's in the scene and just recorded the audio that way. And then
extremely professional.
Oh, totally. And there was actually
it's
also
definitely a tip.
Oh, absolutely. Use as many phones as you can.
Yeah. I was kidding.
Yeah. Yeah. And then what was the other thing too? Oh, we had like a whole bunch of shots that we wanted to do in this scene. So we actually filmed the first time we filmed it in kind of like another business's office, and we just couldn't get the lighting right. So we decided to film it at our place, but we had to like cut out a whole ton of shots because of like time restriction, but mostly just there was not enough space to move around. So essentially we have 2 master shots that just look.
There was maybe 5 or 6 different cuts we were supposed to do.
Yeah.
Well, I think more than that. 5 or different angles.
Yeah.
And we just
scratched
the whole thing.
So instead we had 2 angles.
Yeah, it turned out well though.
Yeah.
It turned out well.
Very well. Unfortunately, times are tight, so we're gonna run a little test. Whichever of you delivers this to BCE first keeps their jobs. The other one loses it. Capiche?
I think the best part about that shot is you can't hear the foot, and she also didn't step on Kolby's foot at all.
Yeah.
So props to Kolby for
Yeah.
his superb acting.
Yeah.
Like he dropped a bowling ball on it. She just stepped literally right next to it. It might have been like a foot away. It was amazing. It was the greatest thing ever.
Oh my gosh, yes. Oh, and then, oh yeah. So actually, so then also the other part was in the background you could see Mary running away. She was like running down the sidewalk. So him running into the shrink wrap and then her running away, those were actually filmed on 2 different days. The first day Mary wasn't even on the set, and then the second day I was like, we have to get this shot so that we can show that she set that up or whatever. So that was actually filmed on 2 different days.
Yeah,
Pretty cool.
it was super sweet. Now the best part about that shot just then is that was shot downtown, and I think there was 5 cars there, so all 4 of us plus Darryn, and we all parked in this parking lot, and we just filmed this alley right here.
Yeah.
And the parking lot's just like just to the left of this shot. And Darryn was like, it'll be completely fine. You're not going to get a ticket because we didn't pay for the parking spots. And we were like in this general vicinity for maybe an hour. And we came back and all 4 of us had tickets on our cars. And it was just a great topper to the day. It was so funny.
Yeah, we have a picture of all of us just holding our tickets, just like rock on.
Rock on.
Yeah.
Yeah, filming. That's how we do it. Oh my gosh.
Oh yeah, and then here, so this
PTSD from this one.
So there was in this scene where he's laying the rope down, there was like a piece of bread.
Oh, it's Subway? Was it Subway?
I think it was. It was just like hanging out.
It was just a baguette.
And it was just like this really gross alley.
It was disgusting.
But it was still it was a perfect alley, but but Wrangler was like behind 2 like pipes.
Yeah,
just
these 2 poles here you see are maybe 8 to 9 inches away from the wall. So I had to like slip in there, and oh my gosh, yeah, I felt like I was gonna dislocate my shoulder. And the worst part about it is we didn't know how to go about the shot exactly, so it took even longer. That was the worst part. I was just like, I am so uncomfortable right now. What is happening? Yeah.
Horror stories.
Yeah, it was pretty fun.
Cinematography.
Yeah, seriously.
And then the rope wasn't long enough too, but. Oh yeah, and then that scream, that was not actually recorded there. That was recorded in a different location. That was on the same day that we did the Foley art, and Mary was having the hardest time like getting herself to like do a good scream. So I was like, dude, just run and pretend you're gonna trip, and then just scream.
In the beginning of the shot too, where she's running towards the camera.
Oh yeah.
That shot was so hard to do. We had to tell her to slow down because I literally could not run backwards fast enough. I felt like I was going to eat crap just the whole time.
Oh.
You had to sprint so fast backwards. So props to anyone who can do that.
Yeah.
It was not easy.
Holding a camera.
Yeah, seriously.
And you didn't have a spotter or anything either.
Yeah,
so.
I was a little, and the rope was behind me.
Yeah.
Because we did that shot before. So just to add to the workman's comp that didn't exist.
Oh yeah. And then, so that slow motion shot, Wrangler was holding the camera and he was in the reflection every single time.
Yeah.
And so
that was one of my favorite shots though, for sure.
Absolutely.
It was just so good.
And I think you can actually see him, if you watch over it again, you can actually see him in the reflection. But yeah, it was a hard one to get because of all the reflections that were going on, because then we had the car reflections and then we had the window reflections, but other than that, it was still a really fun shot. Oh yeah!
Oh yes! I just forget about all these things.
I know, seriously. Okay, so then running into the parking garage when she was running in, again we were just we had to like keep doing it over and over and over again. There was one time she almost actually ran into a guy.
Yeah.
That was kind of funny. But anyway, the parking garage like attendant lady was like, "You guys, what are you guys doing? You guys cannot do this." And we were like, "Why? We're just like filming a whatever." And she's like,
fun.
"Well, she might get run over." So they were like pretty not cool with us filming. So I actually talked to the parking attendant. I was like, "Look, if we can get this, like I was like, really, we're just trying to like finish this shot. This is like the only location that we have. If we can get this in one more take, just give us one more take to try and get it." And she was like, "Okay." So she was actually really cool after that, but she like went up the ramp and like stopped a car at the top, and then told them to wait while we got the last shot. And then on that last shot we actually got it, and that was it right there. Yeah. But we almost like didn't get it completely just because they were like, "What are you guys doing?"
Yeah, and half of the time we were filming this, our phones are on like 8% battery.
Yeah.
And then we just had to stop in a coffee shop near it and just charge with not a fast charger for like 30 minutes and then just keep going back and forth. Yeah, so I remember this shot, I think we were at like 9 or 8%.
Yeah.
It was.
Yeah. And we had to film at a different parking garage after this.
Yeah.
And so we had to like go charge our phones. But yeah, that was crazy. So get your permits when you're filming.
Yes, absolutely. Or just work at a parking garage.
Yeah.
You can do that too.
Yeah. That was just a fun shot.
That shot was so much fun, but oh my gosh, it took the timing on it was the hardest thing. Yeah. Because we were using a gimbal, like a handheld gimbal, and so turning it, legs behind a little bit, and oh my gosh, I mean, I had to sit there in that hallway and just practice like 20 or 30 times just to get it right, and I think it turned out really well.
Just draining the battery.
Oh, nothing was fully charged. No. The only time it was fully charged is when we were on the way to the shoot. That's the only time. It was awesome.
But the other cool thing about that too, so that was filmed in the same parking garage that we got in trouble for. But we went on a Saturday when they weren't open.
Don't do illegal things.
Yeah, I mean,
we went on a Friday. We talked to the lady.
Yeah, we had permission.
Yeah, we took her out to dinner. And it was really nice.
Yeah. Really nice. Gladys.
Yeah, Gladys Hodges.
So we filmed that on a different day. That was super fun. And then Mary. So fun fact also about Mary and Kolby, they both have asthma, and then we made them both run upstairs like a billion times.
It was horrible.
Well, Kolby got to go up the elevator, as you guys will see, but poor Mary had to go. Yeah. And then we were on this next shot. We were super picky about hey, like the foot needs to be in this exact spot when you're running up the stairs. So she literally had to do it like 10, 20 times, and then she had to do that like twice because we had 2 sets of stairs that we had to film.
Felt bad for it. Yeah, we were all just kind of running on. Everything was running on low.
Yeah,
everyone was. Yeah, the batteries, the phones, everything was just gone. But Nailed
it. And then he's got the easy job.
I think the one part I would change about this is putting elevator music. We wanted to do it so bad.
Yeah. I couldn't find elevator music to go into this shot, so that was kind of like the hard thing is because we're working, this is a 0 budget production, so we had nothing to work off of, and I just could not for the life of me find like good background like elevator music to put in there because we were just working with like royalty free stuff, and we were on a time crunch. We had to get it done, so
the whole situation. But what the funny part about this shot was Darryn and I are in the elevator, and I'm literally filming like this. Like we took a picture of it and just made sure he was in frame, and then we both are just sucked up against the wall, and we both held our breaths so we wouldn't get any audio except for Kolby while we're just sitting there just. And he's trying not to look at us. We're trying not to laugh. And, it was probably a solid, 2 minutes just in the elevator. We're just, I can't breathe.
And we actually had to go up and down. Like, for the multiple takes, we had to, go up and down that elevator a million times. Also on a Saturday, I think. I can't remember.
Yeah, I mean,
but, and then and then this was also, it was all kosher here. But then we also, film this elevator. This is a different elevator than the one he comes out in. So the one he comes out in, that's actually a completely different parking garage. Yeah. And I don't know if you can see it, but when he comes out, you might actually be able to see the window behind him when he comes out, and it's just continuity.
It's all good though.
Yeah,
zero budget.
Zero budget. Yeah. Trying so hard not to look at this.
Oh, yeah, there it is. Oh, gosh. Yeah, that shot was just...
Yeah, that took us forever.
Oh, my goodness.
And Mary was super constricted on time. And so we pretty much only focused on that shot. I think we spent 4 hours on top of that parking garage that day.
It was a long time.
Yeah. And it's kind of like... You don't really think about it, but like how much time goes into getting a shot right. Like that elevator was the sketchiest elevator ever.
Oh yeah, the one he actually came out of in this shot was. It was these. I've never used that elevator ever again. Yeah. It's the sketchiest elevator I've ever been in. I've never heard anything moan or groan that much. Like, it was horrible.
There's like one blooper. I think I can't really remember, but I think there was. One time where we were ready to shoot and we're like, okay, action. And his elevator actually went down instead of coming up. So it's like just mistakes like that happen. And it's just like, man, like that's what adds on to so much time.
Yeah. But getting the timing of Mary running out with Kolby. Oh my gosh. Yeah. That was hard. And then getting both of them running while I'm running forward and then doing like a really fast and then matching their speed. Oh yeah. There was a lot of compound movements.
And then I was also behind Wrangler in this shot too. So I was running behind Wrangler just to kind of watch the screen as it was going. It was a very complex blocked shot.
Yeah. And there was for sure things I'd do better, and I think it was mostly the gimbal that was kind of restricting, but I think it turned out well.
Yeah.
I would hope so.
Oh yeah.
4 hours.
I'm glad we did it in slow motion. I mean, I think
seriously.
If this wasn't in slow motion, it would have we would have missed out on a lot of that. So
for sure. Oh, fantastic. Hey guys.
Back off, Dennis.
Back off, Dennis.
Back off. So Mary actually has a back off Dennis shirt. It's
probably the greatest thing I've ever seen.
Yeah. Available at Darryn Lombard.
Shameless plug. Shameless plug.
But so back off Dennis, that was pretty much their only line throughout the whole film, and so I was like, look guys, this is one line. You guys gotta nail this.
It's not gonna be hard. You've come this far. We've spent 3 days together.
Yeah.
Just do this once, please.
Pretty fun though.
Oh yeah, here we go. What are you guys doing?
I'm delivering a package to BCE to keep my job.
What are you doing here? I just got back from BCE.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
So
that shot was pretty fun, I'm not gonna lie. That shot was fun.
So where he throws the apple and then where Kolby's catching it, those are at 2 different times during the day and with a different apple too, I think.
I think it was the same.
It was the same
I thought
apple.
we filmed me just like tossing it to Kolby like in as straight a line as possible while he catched it. Yeah. And then with mine, I think we shot it like once. Yeah. And I just absolutely obliterated the parking structure as well. And it was just apple juice everywhere. And when we filmed it, we didn't get the shot quite right. So I think we did have to go get another apple. Yeah. Which is a pain in the butt because we didn't have one. We were like 20 minutes away from the house. I was like, oh my gosh.
So we left because Mary had to go and then came back, refilmed that apple shot where Kolby caught it. And it's just like these things that, you just realize like, oh, we need to film him catching it. We need to film him doing this. Like, just so many little things where it's like you gotta do insert shots and stuff.
It's like you get the big pieces of the puzzle, but you don't have like the glue for it. And those glue pieces are like so important to tie a story together and just to make it flow. But there's a lot to it.
Especially in like an action type film where, there's a lot of moving pieces, and there's not a lot of dialogue, like things like that. It's really
And
important.
this is like a pretty, like, not a lot of cuts.
Yeah.
I mean, it took forever.
Yeah.
So, I mean, props to fighting scenes where the cameras are doing all that stuff. I mean, that stuff takes forever.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
But we learned a lot, I think.
Oh, totally.
Yeah, it was super sweet.
I would do it again for sure.
Absolutely.
Boom! Courier! That was it. Awesome.
Yeah, that was fun.
Well, thank you guys so much for watching our commentary. We hope to come out with some more original projects in the future. Please continue to stay tuned at DarrynLombardMusic.com or just follow us on Instagram or whatever. But really excited to hopefully do some more original projects here in the future. Awesome. Thanks for watching, everybody. I'm Darryn Lombard.
I'm Wrangler Stenberg.
Peace.
Thanks, guys. Oh,